Hello friends, today we will discuss duties of Sectional SSE or JE Signal as prescribed in IRSEM. The Sectional SSE or JE Signal plays a very critical role in ensuring railway safety because signaling systems are directly connected with the safe movement of trains. In this lecture, we will clearly understand how responsibilities are assigned, how inspections are done, and what level of technical and rule-based competency is expected from a sectional SSE or JE signal. Scope of duties. Before going into details, let us look at the overall scope of duties. The responsibilities broadly include safe maintenance of signaling equipment, regular inspection and testing, attending failures and incidents, supervising staff and contractual works, maintaining technical competency and rule knowledge. Each of these directly contributes to preventing accidents and signal failures. Safe and efficient maintenance. The first and most important duty is safe and efficient maintenance. The sectional SSE JE signal must ensure that all signaling and interlocking equipment under his charge works safely, works reliably, complies with all manuals, rules and instructions issued from time to time. Proper documentation is also essential. This includes updated drawings, registers maintained at stations. These records are not paperwork only, they are safety documents. The recommended list of documents is given in Annexure 3A5 of IRSEM. Execution of works. The sectional SSE JE signal assists the SSE signal in charge in executing works such as maintenance works, addition and alterations, new signaling installations. All works must strictly follow approved signaling and interlocking plans, interlocking tables, control tables, route control charts, circuit diagrams. Most importantly, these works are carried out under open line working conditions where trains are running. So discipline, accuracy and safety precautions are non-negotiable. Operational responsibilities. The sectional SSE or JE signal must take prompt action on messages received from test room, Dataloggers and station staff. Delay in response can directly affect train operations. He is also responsible for supervision of contractual works and annual maintenance contracts, if any, ensuring that safety standards are not compromised. Emergency works. In emergencies, the sectional SSE or JE signal is empowered to act on his own initiative, take personal responsibility for the work done. However, after taking action, he must immediately inform SSE signal in charge, test room or fault control. This information must be passed through control phone or any suitable communication means. This ensures transparency and coordination. Equipment inspection or reporting. For all his duties, the sectional SSE or JE signal works under SSE signal in charge, submits inspection reports through him. These reports ultimately go to the divisional signal and telecommunication engineer. This reporting system ensures accountability at every level. Equipment inspection frequency. All signaling equipment under his charge must be inspected and tested at least once every month. This must be done strictly as per IRSCM instructions or maintenance schedule issued by PCSTE. Telecommunication equipment is entrusted must be inspected as per telecommunication manual. Inspection with the technician. During inspections, the sectional SSE or JE signal should take the technician signals along whenever possible. This helps in on-the-job training, assessing the technician's work quality, immediate rectification of defects. Focus area during inspection. Special attention must be given to adjustment of equipment, cleaning and lubrication, smooth movement of points and signal mechanism. If any defect is detected, it should be rectified at the earliest. Proper disconnection must be taken from ASM where required. Safety procedures must never be bypassed. Records and documentation. Inspection must be thorough and purposeful. The aim is to ensure safe functioning and minimum failures. Important documents like interlocking plans, cabin diagrams, and working rules must be checked for correctness and updates. Entry must be made in the signal failure and inspection book at every station. Joint inspection of points and crossings. All interlocked points and crossings must be jointly inspected with the PVA department. This joint inspection must not exceed a gap of 3 months and is carried out alternately by supervisors. This coordination avoids unsafe track signal interface conditions. Safety during failure attendance. While attending failures, a disconnection memo must be issued where required. Acknowledgement must be taken from operating staff. This rule applies to SSE, JE signal and technician signals. No work on safety gear without proper authorization. Footplate inspection frequency. Footplate inspection is very important for signal visibility. Frequency. SSE signal Incharge once in 3 months. Sectional SSE or JE signal once every month. Inspection must be done by day and by night in both up and down direction. Visibility checks. During footplate inspection, ensure adequate visibility as per para 7111 IRSCM. No fixed light interfering with the signal sighting. If visibility is affected due to trees, structures, other obstructions, corrective action must be initiated. Obstruction removal. If trees are in private land, matters should be reported through senior DSTE to engineering department. In other cases, obstruction should be removed with the help of PVA staff as per IRPVA manual. Safety observations. Anything that endangers safety, interferes with the signaling gear, must be reported to concerned department. If immediate danger exists, station master and control room must be informed without delay. Additional checks. Also ensure any abnormal signal working is reported to SM. In token block territory, proper lighting is available for token exchange. Warning boards and signal boards are in good condition. Attending failures incidents. The sectional SSE or JE signal must monitor failures daily. Verify causes and repairs during inspections. Serious failures must be investigated immediately and brought to the notice of SSE signal in charge. The goal is prevention of recurrence. Monthly failure analysis. Every month, compile failure reports from technicians and prepare course-wise analysis of signal incidents. This is submitted in duplicate to senior DSTE. Failures of other departments must also be reported promptly. Datalogger monitoring. Datalogger exception reports must be monitored daily and corrective actions taken. Assistance may be taken from Datalogger Management Center at Divisional Headquarters. Competency in rules. The sectional SSE or JE signal must be fully conversant with the rules, installation and maintenance procedures, and operational practices. Rule knowledge is an important as technical skill. Technical competency. He must be competent to work under open lane conditions. For additions and alteration, new installations, maintenance and testing of interlocking systems, point machines, train detection devices, and LC gates. Control over safety critical work. Only competent staff must be allowed to work on safety gear. Contractual staff must be technically verified. Must not work independently on vital circuits. They must always be accompanied by railway staff. Training of staff. The sectional SSE or JE must ensure proper training of subordinates, develop troubleshooting skills, and improve reliability of installations. Technician reports. Ensure technicians follow maintenance schedules and reports are properly maintained as per Annexure 3A9. These reports reflect the health of the signaling system. Technician maintenance program. Maintenance programs should be weekly, aligned with the duty rosters. Any pending work due to failures must be completed in the following week. Conclusion. To conclude, the sectional SSE or JE signal is a key safety supervisor. His duties demand technical excellence, rule knowledge, discipline, and coordination. Strict adherence to these duties ensures safe and efficient train operations. Okay, thank you.